Okay, so basically we're starting this episode with an immediate level up and a few glory points here, because, off camera, essentially what I was doing was walking around previous zones and all that. So I walked around here to collect some Aogami essences. I did pick up the strength one over here, and also I talked to some NPCs as well, and on the way to where I was actually, I found like a me-man around here. I believe it was right in this spot right here, so I got up to 115. What I really want to do at this current moment is progress the story, as I did say at the end of the last episode, so that is what I'll do. But now that I'm level 48, what if I started today's episode to go immediately into the World of Shadows to get myself two new teammates. We have access to the Madgasser and the Anzu. You have a chance to nullify physical attacks, but you remove the ability to evade that strike weaknesses. You also have some physical moves and also lightning. We also have the Madgasser here, which has Virus Carrier. And while the Amagatoki effect is active, if the user inflicts an ailment on their action, it does not consume a press turn icon. I do really enjoy, like, the poison strategy build, because I pretty much love just slapping poison on all of my teammates, so I might just get the Madgasser here. But while I'm here, I might as well probably replace the Jack Frost and Zirquay for the Anzu, just to free up my slots. Since you are very strength-focused, I decided to give you Takunda, Matarutakaja, Ice Draco Strike, Black Disco Strike, and Ice Pleroma. Let's just do this. Good to meet you. You sound more like a bird than you do a lion. I really don't need any of these, to be honest, so yeah, I'll be replacing those. And we now have the necessary demons to perform a new special fusion, the Glacia Labolas. And you have pretty cool force capabilities here. Also very, like, evasion focused. So yeah, this would be very fantastic. What do you require? Dormoth, Anzu, and Macabre. These are actually very easy to get. We also can get access to Lamu at level 48 as well. And all it requires is a Nagaraja, a Fornius, and a Black Ooze. I will be doing this off camera because all three of these are recruitable in the overworld. We'll get ourselves the powerful Lamu, who blocks confusion, most importantly, which will be very nice to combo with my own main character, who is weak to confusion. And here we go. Getting a succubus was not that difficult, so I'll give you the sexy dance from the succubus, of course. And you'll get Riverama later on as well, so let's just see what you can do. Let's gas them up! So much power. You also get physical block later on as well, which is super powerful, so I can't wait to make use of that. You are weak to confusion, charm, and seal actually, but you block sleep, the fog, and the poison, which makes sense because you are the Madgasser. You should be resistant to poison. It is time to special fusion. Getting the Nagaraja and Fornius and Black Ooze was pretty simple. And now we get the Lamu here, but you have Silt of Ruin, which lowers accuracy and evasion by 1 rank to all foes, while also doing almighty damage. This will be amazing. You also have Purple Smoke, which does additional damage to enemies afflicted with confusion. You also have Bufadine, which is heavy ice to 1 foe. And you also get Madoon, which is dark to 1 foe. And you also learn confusion later on, so this is a very good fusion here. Yeah, let's get them.
I deem you worthy.
Thank you. Yeah, super versatile. I cannot wait to use Lamu.
Hey, not bad.
And we got 4 incenses for everything. That is a huge amount. That's great. Also, I got so many items from vending machines. This is crazy. Monstrous Mummy for 7,000. And then I also have 2 more Western game consoles. I am rich. Holy. Okay, I sold my final item and now I'm at 64,559 Maka. Oh. This will be great. That also means I can afford that one starfish guy we saw in Shinjuku right over here, actually. So let me get the Dekarabia real quick. Let's hire this guy. Good, good. I'm quite fond of charitable demons. And we spent 20,000. It is a hefty price. However, just speak to me if you would care to take me with you. So what is your will? Shall we venture forth together? I will take you with me. I hope you're better than my Mushuo, because Mushuo was giving me a ton of incenses. I also decided to give some grimoires to Yoshitsune so that he would learn Retaliate and Restore. And the reason why I wanted to learn Restore was because you get a slight MP recovery when you strike a foe's weakness or land a critical hit. And as we know, Hasotobi is a guaranteed crit. So even though it is 43 MP to actually use this move, you will recover some of your MP back. It is slight, so who knows if it's actually good. I'm also inheriting Toxic Spray from the Mananagal Essence into my Madgasser because Toxic Spray does have a chance to lower defense. So even if you miss, you still have a good debuff as well. And since I also got another Aogami type essence, what I will do here is actually inherit the essence onto this guy right here. So now you will have physical pleroma, which increases your physical attack damage. Now then, let's go to the west. And over here, this is brand new territory. I've never been here before, other than that one cutscene that we had a couple episodes ago. And there probably is a me-man around here somewhere. Yep, I knew it. There's always a me-man just sneakily hiding behind a rock or something. Yowza, come all the way here to find me? You are very thorough. No, even more than that, you are perfect player. While I was hunting for Aogami-type essences, I got 20 Aogami essences and got a Steam achievement for it. So that's pretty cool, I guess. We also get 2 magic mirrors from that box right there, which it's just a reflection for 1 ally against magic attacks, which is not the best because it's only a single ally. So if the enemy doesn't even hit that single ally, it's kind of useless. Unless you use like a taunt effect. Also, there's a side quest here. And there you are, you're Lenogi, right? I've been looking everywhere for you. Oh, what do you want? I'm the Kelpie from the fairy village. Oh, listen, I came all this way so I could talk to you about something. Oh, I guess you already know what happened to the fairy village, right? I was away from the village at the time, so I was spared. But I don't want to leave everyone else like that. Anyhow, I did my homework and I learned that just about everything around here, from the demons to the plants, depend on Magatsuhi. And with that, I want to ask if you'll bring me a Grimacala's head. I wish you asked me this earlier, because I just killed one. 4? Isn't it obvious? I'm gonna use the head to make it rain. I'm gonna use a Grimacala's big chunky head like a watering can and treat the plants to much needed shower. A little Magatsuhi rain and I'm sure they'll go right back to normal, yeah? So will you help me out? Yeah, sure. I mean, if I just need to kill a Grimacala, I've already killed one last episode, so I could probably skip through it. Yep, somewhere in Shinagawa. They got a real noggin on them, so they should hold plenty of water. What, you've already taken one of the big lugs down, huh? I'm impressed. Then I'll bet his head is probably lying around on the ground when you fought him. I'd be super happy if you brought it back for me. Okay, cool. That is super convenient. I thought I would have to fight him again. Thank you, developers, for thinking that ahead. So I will head back over there off camera, and then head back to the Kelpie. Before I do that, I will pick up this meme right here, because you're just dancing around, and I sense a terrifying presence.
So, he has chosen you, has he?
White horsemen.
Death was at your heels the very moment you first held that menorah.
Hey, hang on a second, I was about to get a meme.
Were you aware that there are worlds far beyond the one you see here?
Yeah, I played Shin Megami Tensei 3.
In fact, we have all gathered from a world of our own. Now, Bino, thou hast the right to remake this world as thou seest fit. But in order to do so, thou shalt require power. Power unmatched by any and all who oppose thee. Indeed, for his goal is to break free from the primordial cycle of creation and destruction.
So I'm fighting all 4 of these guys eventually.
The ruler remakes the world. The ruler falls. The world is reborn, time and again.
I assume, like the 3rd game, they will be scattered about, so I don't fight them all at once, hopefully.
It is this endless loop, this incontestable rule, from which he seeks to escape. Only by breaking away from this eternal ring can he truly be free. Okay. And it is for this grand purpose that we have gathered. We shall await you here. The entwinement of our fates with yours will open the door to the future he has sought for so very long.
Whatever you say. Can I get my me-man now? 20 years ago, Tokyo became Netherworld, a place where all began is apparently hospital, just hop skip away. That seems to be a trend. It's always a hospital. Oh yeah, I do have some glory crystals as well, so let me just get that, and then also open these up as well. And now I have 268 glory points, so that means I can afford something if I really want to. So first things first, I will go get the Grimacala's head, turn in the quest, and then go to the glory points. And there it is, chilling on the ground right here. Give me that head. And there we go. We got the head. That was pretty simple. Let's head back. And come on, we're at 200 glory points. Let's just get physical mastery, because we are a powerful physical attacker. Hello, Kelpie. How's it going? You got that Grimacala's head? And let's hand it over. It's probably a good reward considering that it is a boss. Ooh, Soma. Ooh, I love Somas. That's an HP and MP recovery. Yeah, you're the best. Now I can repay the fairy village for all they've done for me. It's all thanks to you, Lenogia. Alright, then I better hurry back. Bye-bye. Oh, garnets. Cool. Electric Sutra. Yo! This guy's great. For 20,000 Maka, we get a free Sutra. So maybe I can give it to my Isis so that she's not just a healer, she can also be an offense fighter as well. I also have a lot of Sutras for every element, actually. 4 Electric Sutras. This is crazy. So yeah, let me just give them all to Isis here. And then maybe 1 to my Anzu. Sure. And then we also have some Battle Sutras to upgrade physical potential, which, there we go. It's level 7 physical potential. He's gonna go crazy. I can also just give him insane luck as well, so that he can have a better chance of critting, which does mean I can also probably give you Blood Eagle as well, but I will also give it to Dakini for better luck, because you are also physical focused. Artemis as well. So we're just going to give all of our incenses to our teammates. And then agility. Yeah, this could be good, so you don't miss. So I'll just give it to my physical attackers first and foremost. Fire Sutra can go for someone who has fire. Dionysus does have fire, so I will give it to you. Dark can probably go to Lamu because you do have the dark potential there, so yeah, I'll give you a Dark Sutra. And then Destruction is Almighty potential, and we do know that Silt of Ruin is an Almighty attack, so I will also give it to Lamu. My Mad Gasser could use the Calamity Sutra as well. And then my Light Sutra can probably go to Idun perhaps, because she does have light. Healing Sutra goes for healer, and Isis does heal. The Eating Sutra, which is support potential. I guess you technically with physical blocks, so sure, have the Eating Sutra. I gave all 4 of my HP instances to Yoshitsune, so he's now at 308. I gave my Idun and Lamu 2 stamina incenses each so that they have better MP. I gave Dakini and Yoshitsune 2 strength incenses each. I gave Oberon 3 vitality and Isis 5 vitality incenses. I gave Lamu 4 magic incenses. And that is all my incenses. So now that we got that out of the way, let's save and then proceed. So now we are in this zone here where we do have a couple of Senris here, which are pretty old enemies. They're also pretty, but also there's like another city over here as well. I do want to explore a bit more of the city area here because there are a couple of these trickery demon guys here, which we don't need to fight because we've already seen them before. We even recruited one as well to actually use for a fusion. But we also have this bird guy here who's, have you ever met an angel with raven wings? That one is special, even among the angels. Raven wings, huh? So you're the crow thing I'm looking for that you're talking about? He commands demons and has been charged by the creator with testing humanity. There's no telling what he could be capable of. That is very important lore, thank you very much. So that's probably our target. It is an angel turning people into salts, which isn't great for humanity, so that's not great. There's also a few chimeras there if we ever need them for fusion. That's good to know. Oh, you're here as well. Okay, so I can use you for fusion if I need to. Very good to know. I like finding these demon locations for fusions because, well, it's very expensive. So I want to reduce the cost of fusion as much as possible. So finding out every unique demon location is super valuable. Now over here, this just looks like a Me-Man location, yep. They're always behind rocks, I'm beginning to understand. Hanazono Shrine North here, home of the 3 gods. Yuka no Minatama, Yamato Takeru, and Ukimochi. That's probably important for later, probably for like landmarks and all that, so I will be sure to look out for that. A diamond, ooh. So lots of gems that I'm getting from this Starfish Man. I do appreciate the gems, because there hasn't really been any shop or anything I could use gems for. I can't really even sell them either. I don't think I can, at least. So it has to be valuable for something. Also, hey, it's you again.
Oh,
I'm
it's
Nozako.
you.
Hello.
We meet again, huh? This has, like, totally gotta be destiny or whatever, right? Gotta be. Unless you don't believe in that sort of stuff.
Well, anything can happen.
Either way, perfect timing. We got business, you and I. Or, actually, I guess I just kinda need your help. You see, there's this big hole.
A big hole, you say? Caused by what? Oh, it's
There
Hanger.
you are! I finally found you, Amanazako!
What's the problem?
Bad. Very, very bad.
Well, you
Sorry,
need to fight
I
him?
gotta run. Just promise you'll come see me again later, okay? Cool. It's a promise.
Okay, I guess I'll stick with the Decoravia for now. But what's up with you?
You won't escape!
Okay, I don't fight him? Oh well, I wonder what's happening between her and that guy. magic incense. Ooh, 3? This is great. The followers are amazing. We also get a side quest here, and also this looks like some sort of like mall or something with like gems that would be there, but they're all gone now. And it's you again, actually. I needed you for a quest. What's this? I see. So father is still using you?
I'm tired of this.
You really do have a passion for meddling in private affairs. But this time I'll hold nothing back. You would never be able to compete with the power of all the souls in the stool. However, that would be accordingly make this incredibly boring, unfulfilling story. Therefore, allow me, the king of all stories, to rewrite the plot.
Listen.
Now then, will you listen to my story? I'll listen. Very good. Then let us speak plain. My true goal is... I'm not simply aiming to join Bethel, I intend to create my own branch, Bethel Africa. Age after age, African land has been subject to invasion, exploitation, crisis of faith. I have a duty to connect the African people and their faith to the future. That is why Africa requires the backing of Bethel. If I can't obtain my father's approval for that, then I'd have to wait until I surpass him. But by taking the souls that reside in the Golden Stool, I have finally reached those heights. Now I seek to weave a new story, a tale of African solidarity. Surely you sympathize with my ideals? Please join forces with me. If you defeat Onyand Kopan, I will gladly overlook this. I ask not only for me, but no, for the sake of Africa's future. Yeah, sure, I'll accept the quest. Of course. I knew you'd be a crowd pleaser the moment I laid eyes upon you. Now let's hurry up and beat some sense into that stubborn old man. So now I believe I have a choice, right? So I could choose. I could also flip a coin. Alright, here we go. So we got the coin flip here. Heads for the dad, tails for the son. Let's flip. Okay, so I guess we're going for the dad. Since we got heads, we will fulfill the Anio Kapan's request. Making a selection will invalidate the quest, liberate the golden stool, okay? Well, well, aren't you a clever one? I share with you that I'm going to betray my father and you end up betraying me. What a twist! Yes, this makes a fine story indeed. But I wonder, is it a comedy or a tragedy? I'm afraid it's the latter, and it ends with your death. I didn't actually check the level requirements, so oh well. I might be able to do it. Let's check out your level. 49. Okay. So, what I can do here is actually Silt of Ruin to lower this guy's accuracy and evasion, and then I will go for a Spyglass. And you have Dark, Ice, and also Seal. With Wisdom of the Unleashed, slight MP recovery for when the user uses a Hagitsui skill. Chance of insta-kill, so we need to be very careful for dark moves. But luckily I should be okay. I will go for a Toxic Spray to lower your defense. And then I will go for the Guaranteed Crit. And because we have a crit here, we recover 10 MP due to your skill. And then I can also probably inflict another status on you. Let me see what you're weak to. You're weak to fire. So what I can do is go for the Silt of Ruin to lower your action evasion again. And now you go for Bufura. Ow! And now you're gathering nearby Makatsui. And you're covered a bunch of MP. Okay, could go for the Torrents of Chaos to remove a press turn icon, so I will do that. So I removed the press turn icon, and then I will change into someone who can block Dark and Ice, perhaps? What I will do is go for the Dark Dampener, considering the fact that you did use an Ice move beforehand, so your Amakatoki skill is probably the Dark move. And now you will go for House of Dobi for the guaranteed crit, and then I will go for probably the Somersault for defense down, and then I will bring in, you block both Dark and Ice, so you are a good teammate, and you also have Donum Gladi to increase the next strength-based attack. So I will give that to Yoshitsune. Akajomon. That is Seal, and you only sealed 2 of us, so that's fine. So what I will do is probably go for, Sand Striker. We get the crit, perfect. And now I will use an item to recover from the seal effect. Right here, Amrita Shower. Cure status ailment on all allies. I will use that so that Belphegor and Yoshitsune are fine to use their skills. Raise the defense of allies. And then, with Yoshitsune superpowered with the Donum Gladi, I'll go for another Hasatobi. Huge damage! That was over double there, that was amazing. I will actually do a pass here, to then go for probably... who's weak to ice, actually? Am I weak to ice? No, I'm not. Okay, we're good. So I will go for probably an Evergreen Dance here, and then you can go for another Donum Gladi on the Yoshitsune. I need to increase attack, so luckily Artemis does have an attack up. what comes after 4? Who are you attacking? I'm worried. Ow. You're alive, so that's all that matters. There's another seal there, unfortunately. And then a Buffer. And you block it, so you're good. I wish you would use that first. But what I will have to do is, because you can use items due to what I gave you with the miracle, you will use another Emery to shower to cure status ailments on all of our allies. And then I will go for an attack buff here, Flaming Divinity on your Setsune. And then Belphegor will pass, obviously, because you can't really do much else. And then House of Toby for huge damage. And then I will go for another attack buff, probably, so that we can go for more damage on the next turn as well. And then I'll Inflaming Divinity myself so that I don't die from any hits normally. But what comes after 4 also just attacks the Belphegor, so we're all good. And then we can go for an Astral Saint Strike, or just attack buff again. But I think the Saint Strike has a chance to crit, so that it's just better. And we missed the crit, so unfortunately, it's not better. But we'll go for the Severing Bite, because we're going to do so much damage that it really doesn't matter what happens. Because look at this, we just do incredible damage. Somersault does need to be refreshed, so I will do that. And then I will probably finish the job with Severing Bite, but I can also just guard, so that I don't risk dying to dark moves, I guess. So what comes after 4 happens again, and it will miss me because of my evasion buff. Imagine if that one-shot me. That would have been super bad, considering that I would have won this turn. So we will finish the deal with a Severing Bite. Boom. So we took down the sun. Now again, this was a coin flip, so I had no choice in this. Damn it! Why? This golden stool bears all the power of the Ashanti souls. Is it really all they amount to?
Oh boy.
It's because they refuse to give you power you don't deserve. Old man. The souls give us power because they have faith in the Ashanti gods. You act a fool like this, and it's no wonder they won't lend you the power. But my story, Africa's dream. Oh, he's dead. That damned fool. Even gods have things they can and can't do. If the people don't wish for us and our mythology slowly fades away, then that's just how it ought to be.
Let's see.
Sorry for making you listen to this old man's stories. Here's a little reward for your trouble. And we complete the quest, Reclaim the Golden Stool. And we get a couple of balms. Or a single balm, I guess. Sure. That is freaky looking. Gaze upon my might. We get Tentara Fu, which has a chance to inflict confusion. We can get rid of Pierce Armor because we already have Talk Spray. Now then, the stool's safe and sound, and I'm feeling right as rain again. But this doesn't mean everything's all sunshine and roses. That Anansi boy wouldn't have rebelled so hard if I had just lived up to his expectations in the first place. It's got me thinking. I should have paid more attention to the world around me, broadened my horizons. So, Lenogia, to repay your kindness, I'll come along with you.
Nice to meet you.
The name's Anya Copon. Nice to meet you. Oh, cool. We also got him Perfusion, and also both of them Perfusion. Thank goodness you really helped Anya Copon, Lenogia. The way Anya Copon talked about his ideals, I thought there was really something to them. He doesn't really sit well with me. Sounded more like a passive opportunist making excuses not to rocket the boat. Yoko, you don't have to say it like that. It's true that there are problems in this world. We can't deny that, but I understand why he'd resist change.
So, basically...
I think he really loved this world. He didn't want to risk changing it for the worst, you know? Sure, an easy choice for someone who's got the luxury of loving this world. I'll never understand that. This world's defined by pain and suffering, nothing else. I don't care if it falls apart. Okay. Alright, Yoko.
Hey.
You know, Yoko, I don't think painful things and happy things are mutually exclusive. I mean, look at us. We're going through all this violence and dots, but that's not all we're experiencing. It's more than that, because I've got you two with me. Don't you think so, Yoko?
No.
I'm talking about the world on a broader scale, Tao. They're completely different cases. If you say so, but I don't think they're all that different. And Yoshitsune wants a conversation with me. Sure. But let's see our Onyo Capon. Level 50. Skyward Withdrawal. When switching to a Genma Demon, all buffs and support effects on self will be granted to the switched ally. You also have King of Tails. Draws enemy hostility to one ally, but raises the attack to the max for 3 turns. Ooh. You also have Donum Magiki, Diarmitra, Tetrakarn, Donum Gladi, and Meteorama. You are super support focused, especially with the 4 support potential there. I really want you on the team. You'll be great to buff up Yoshitsune from now on, assuming I get your strength ability, because right now you only have magic, which is not as good. However, that is fine because my Lamu also has some magic. Because look at that magic stat right there. 53 and Silt of Ruin is an almighty magic attack. Might as well make use of it. Oh, also this music though. I haven't listened to it actually. It's pretty cool. Very chill. I will also go to this landmark here. The Shinjuku 3rd block. And that means I can go to the Demon Haunt and get my rewards. Oh, agility. That works too. I really like this song actually. But where are we heading to next? I probably want to head down to the south area so I can get the rewards over here. And also, yeah, there was glory points over here as well. So maybe I should head to the west perhaps? Oh, there's also glory points there as well. Hang on, I need to get so much in this city. Over here, there are some more chimeras, so I will just have to go past them because, well, they don't really seem hostile to me right now because I'm just such a high level at this point. So, we are very much safe. Can I even get into there? I mean, it looks like I can, but I guess there's invisible barriers everywhere for the eyes can see. Can I jump through here? Yes, I can. Okay. So that means I can explore this area here. So I can jump up. This reminds me of another place in Shinagawa, I believe that's what it was, where we fought the Kumpanda for the Succubus quest with the jar and all that. If you guys remember that, that's what I'm referring to. And it's very much the same location where you just gotta go through this car parking lot area. And we get an Osei's Essence, which does have Blight, so if I want to go for some poison physical builds, I can go for Blight with that. So I can't really jump up there. I need to look around probably to get even further up, maybe? Yeah, I've been looking around. I just genuinely don't know how to get up, because the only way up is through, like, the ramp that's broken down. So there's probably a rail somewhere that I need, and I have a guess that it's probably this rail that I have to collect, so I will have to make a detour and probably head in this direction instead. Ooh, there's a side quest over here, actually, so let me get over here. What's this? This is the shrine that the NPC was talking about, right? What's this side quest? Oh, are you a traveler? I confess I am new to these parts myself. Are you familiar with this place? Apparently used to be a popular shrine, host to all of those who of manner of festivals that in stage plays. People once did wild abond dances here, reveling until dawn. Yes, dancing, not just with their bodies, but with their very hearts. No? That's what we really need in these times of turmoil, a source of joy, a spark of excitement. I'm Macabre, and this is what I believe. Thus, I would like to make this place of celebration a hub of force in Juku, where all manners of demons dance together. Fortunately, I've found some able dancers, but there's still one crucial element missing. A worthy lead for my stage, one with potential to be a true superstar who could stir the hearts of an audience of demons. Yes, you hear correctly. I want nothing less than a true idol. Would you be interested in helping me scout such an idol? Well, I do know Idun likes to dance, but I don't think that's the right answer. Oh, how splendid, truth be told. I already have just the demon in mind. You see, there's a demon who the humans have been rather fascinated with lately. Her name is Amabi. Amabi? I probably saw you before? According to the mortals, she got an unforgettable look. If you happen to spot her on your travels, do invite her over here, would you? Okay. Seems pretty simple. Yeah, maybe it's this thing right here, which we have seen in Tokyo. Do I need to recruit my own Amabi, or do I need to go back to Tokyo to talk to this Amabi? There's also, these NPCs I can talk to. You should see my blade whirling in combat. There's a dance all to of its own. Even the celestial maidens dancing can't beat my swordplay's arts. Now what am I cutting next? Daikon radishes? Onions? It's been a long time since I last danced. Still, you never really forget, do you? Even the great sun smiles when she sees us dance. I'm sure you're looking forward to us performing too, What's going on? Is there going to be a show here? Is it starting soon? Ooh, fun times. Let me join in too. In Jozozi, there is an NPC to talk to, and I believe this was the Amabi, so let's go and talk to her. Oh yeah, so there was kind of a... okay. Hey, you're back.
Oh.
Dazai, weren't you going to be fighting in that big Bethel operation against the demons?
Huh.
Yeah, I've been real busy lately, but Master Abdale told me I'm doing a great job. Those demons have this huge fire giant stopping our advances, though. The angels are trying to come up with a way to get past it now. Fire giant. But in the meantime, it seemed like there was trouble over here, so I came to help.
Hey.
What kind of trouble is it? Oh, if you don't know, then you should probably talk to the director about it. Atsuto's waiting outside. I don't think he should be left alone right now. What's going on?
What's going on?
Did something happen to him?
Wait.
No point in speculating. Let's head to the meeting room and find out what's going on. Can I put that on hold real quick? I kind of really want to do a side quest right now. Oh, Sir Lenogia, it is the you. Being, you know, I've been having a mighty ponder, and I think it might be time to give up and go back to my hometown. It seems like you may be the only human who will ever see me. I suppose my paltry glow light is nothing against the big city glitz of Tokyo's neon. We told her about the macabre in Shinjuku. What? There's another Tokyo? And you say I already have a big old grandstand of fans waiting for me there? Well, an idol can't keep her fans waiting, can she? Thanks much for coming to tell me all this. I'm off to Shinjuku. Well, that was easy. Let's head back. Yo, I just found out you can actually run on the overworld. I never knew you could do this, because for the whole time, I was just moving normally at this speed, but yeah, you could just speed up. That's crazy. Would have been helpful against the Turbo Granny, I guess, but who cares? I already did that quest a long time ago. Ooh, there's also an abscess on the map. I don't know why it's on the map, I didn't even get close to it, but I'll take it. Ooh, we got a big old crowd over here. Hello. Oh ho, so you guided Maybe to the shrine. She's everything I thought she'd be. Yes, she truly shines on stage, a glow that radiates from her very heart. Also, from a little antenna thing, yes? The guests are ecstatic, of course, and she's delighted to gain a few of her new fans of self. Why, I'd call this a win-win situation, wouldn't you? It wouldn't have happened without your efforts. Allow me to show you my appreciation. And we completed A Star is Born. We got 10 charm gems. Wow. Not gonna use them though, so probably sell them for money. Ooh. Raise the deck of all allies. Sure. To seek a new and better world is a fine approach, yet we cannot neglect to enrich the lives we have here now. Dancers and watchers, we demons all play our parts, bound in performance. Good, right? That's one of mine. Hey, you're welcome to come back and join us whenever you're feeling up to it. Oh, hello, I got you, no problem, thanks to you. I can't tell you how it feels to be here with all of my fans smiling and happy. Well, I can't afford to slack off now. Here I go, yeah, woo, dance it out. Come on, everyone get up on your feet. Glad you're doing well now. The site puts one in the minds of Japan's Obon dance ritual. The Obon dance is a performance in commemoration of death. C'est bon de ce bon. I suppose you could call it a variant of the dance macabre. Good one. Okay, so I've been exploring the city a little bit. I went to the left over here, and then I actually ended up at this Makatsuhi rail. I believe that's what they're called. Yeah, and I ended up at the next floor of the building. I knew that the rail had to take me even higher up here, so that is very good to know. And that means I can now get to the top, which would lead me to these things right here, which does mean I now have an infinite way to farm Ansus if I need them for fusion, I suppose, so that's fine, I guess. But also, the glory points are right over here, so let me pick these up before I get attacked by raptors. Give me those. 80 glory. Awesome. There's probably a me-man here as well, so let me just search the first floor, or this floor rather, until I find something. If not, oh, yep, I knew it. There was a me-man. Okay, cool. North, this parking structure is a movie theater, over 50 years old. When last time you went to the movie theater? That's a good question. When was the last time I went to a movie theater? But a little down south from the parking lot area, there is a box here which has a Soma drop. Oh yeah, there's also an NPC here, so instead of taking the rail, you can just go a little bit more south and you will find this right here. I don't know why, but this area has many large buildings and winding roads. I'm not even sure how to reach that large building to the west. I imagine there was some sort of fortress here to deter invaders. Maybe? I mean, this is a regular city, so what kind of fortress would be in a city like this? Anyways, wait, it's so bright. Anyways, I'm trying to look at that thing. What is that? Holy, that's probably a really strong enemy that I should avoid. Because who knows if that thing will be like level 70 and then one-shot me, because that is a big possibility. We also get a grimoire, that's very lovely. I wonder if I need to hide from it, that's why I need to just show right here. It stopped moving. Oh, it's still moving. Okay, now we can proceed. Perfect. So we just have to hide from it, and then we can continue going to the west over here. And I'm looking at the mini-map, and it's still there. Okay, we're safe, we're good. And there's also a side quest here. It's you again. I don't know how to get to you though, so hang on, let me find... Ooh. I need to find how to get to you. So when I was picking up some treasure, I ended up inside of a battle, which had a Mitama, but now I get a level up to 49 and some glory point crystals as well. So that means we can get more fusions if I want to. However, I really don't want to do that because I just want to travel around here, to be honest, because there's so much I need to do. I want to get the quest done. I want to get the abscess as well. There's also some boxes too, but let's just skip over those for now, because I want to go over to, I believe your name was, I forgot actually, Demeter, that's what it was. So we meet again with perfect timing. I have a bit of a problem. Could I ask for your help again? Do you recall I said that I wanted to turn Tokyo into a fertile land with a wonderful harvest? In order to do that, I required a divine instrument known as the Horn of Plenty. I have that. Given the vast expanse of this land, I could probably do with one more, but I digress.
Okay.
Now then, will you assist me in finding the Horn of Plenty? Yes, this was from that one chimera thing that I found way back then. Let's turn it in.
My.
I had a feeling you'd say that, thank you. Oh, could it be? Do you have a Horn of Plenty? And let's hand it over. There we go. You handed over the Horn of Plenty to Demeter.
Harvest time!
Oh, what a bountiful harvest. This is, without a doubt, a Horn of Plenty. Why, you had it before I'd even asked. I'm quite impressed. And we got a Megami Talisman. Ooh, we do have a Megami on our team. We have Idun, I believe, which is a Megami, and also Artemis, who's also a Megami. And allies of the Megami race can now use the Magatsui's skill, Eternal Prayer. Fully restores HP, cures status ailments, and revives all allies, stock included. This is just a failsafe heal.
Okay.
This is the Horn of Chimera, a beast that it was once abandoned by a younger brother Zeus. So this is where it ended up. Oh my, have you been idling here instead of carrying out your duties?
Well...
I say, Lenogia, might I ask you something? What, are you gonna join me? For the sake of the fertile land, I ended up sacrificing this beast for its horn. How do you feel when it comes to making sacrifices? They are necessary sometimes.
Perfect!
That's true, I suppose I needn't have asked. We have all made sacrifices to get where we are now. That is why we must pay our respects to everything that we sacrifice. As the ones doing a harvesting, we should always keep that foremost in our minds.
It can't be...
You must think I'm strange for asking such a question. I apologize. But I feel a little better after hearing your answer. Thank you for everything. I hope you will help me again should something else crop up.
Today's aplenty!
Until then, take care not to have your life nipped in the bud. Good day. Okay, so you're not joining me, so we're gonna have to find you later, I guess. Sacrifice. It's a difficult subject to contemplate.
No.
It's not difficult at all. We shouldn't have to make sacrifices to begin with. But this world can't function without sacrifice. That's a sad reality, and it needs to change. Yet those in power continue the cycle of suffering, and the onlookers don't even notice something is wrong, or rather they willingly turn away. Such indifference has led to the loss of so many innocent lives over the course of history. When viewed in such a way, it shows just how broken this world truly is. Does it? I do think you're right that our world is built on sacrifice. But does that mean it should all come to an end? What do you mean? Well, just look at us. We're fighting for survival against the demons, but at the same time, we're doing what we can to help others. Yes, many people have died throughout history, but if you believe their deaths were in the name of a better future, then not all of them were necessarily tragic. I won't deny we have all suffered painful loss. I don't want things I cherish to be taken from me either. Choosing to sacrifice yourself for someone else, however, there's something precious about making that decision. But aren't you just fooling yourself? Such idealism won't change anything without the pain of sacrifice in this world.
Yeah.
Maybe you're right, but maybe you're wrong too. There's no easy answers. That's why I think it's a difficult subject. That was a simple quest. And you have something else for me as well. Oh yes, I had one more favor to ask of you. It's a task not unlike what you did when you slayed the tyrant before. A long time ago, there was a shop known to harvest meat in Shinjuku. It would seem another tyrant has taken position there in West Shinjuku. And like the tyrant that appeared in Tennozu, this is another god who hungers for sacrifices. How about it? Will you slay the tyrant for me? Roar of hatred.
Harvest time!
What a bountiful harvest. I knew I could rely on you, Lenogia. In any case, good luck. I expect you to deliver me in your grand harvest. Oh. Over there, huh? What's the level requirement for this one? 51. Okay, it is doable, because I'm level 49. I also have Yoshitsune, which is an incredible teammate. Also, there's another waypoint over here. I did not expect it to be so close to the other one, but sure. We now have Kabukicho as well. And I will go to the demon haunt real quick off camera and then head back to the next side quest over to the nearby vicinity. Ooh, we get a drastic stat increase for magic, I guess. Physical potential, and also probably a new skill as well, Darahan, which is a full HP recovery to 1 ally. Sun's Radiance is just better, even if it's moderate, so I will be getting rid of Darahan. But that's pretty cool. Okay, there's an NPC here. Oh, it's a Goko.
Listen well.
Hello there. With the creator now gone, any human in possession of knowledge can come in Nahobino. Such is a great potential bestowed upon humanity. You too will surely realize your potential and forge a legacy all of your own. However, the goddess do aim to rid humanity of this budding potential. Such haphazard violence cannot be allowed to continue.
Yes.
You must vanquish those vile demons and protect the order of this world. Thank you, Goku. Very cool. What do you even do? You're just kind of there. Anyways, there's a side quest right there. I don't know how to get there necessarily. Probably, oh, right here. Oh, awesome. Hello, Senri. What do you want? Well, what do we have here? That's not a face I know. And I'm sensing a fair bit of divinity from you. How interesting, especially for such a young lad.
I'm Senri. Nice to meet ya.
I'm Senri, a poor mountain cat. Mind hearing me out for a while? Someone with the kind of divinity you've got. There aren't many now, but there are quite a few back in the day. The demons flying over Shinjuku 3rd block is one of them.
That's right.
He's the raptor known as Garulu. Is that the thing I just saw that I hid from? He used to be a renowned bird god, but human knowledge has reduced him to a demon. Long ago, God used his power to ensure his own divinity and undermined any rival gods. However, knowledge eventually fell into the hands of humans, who were then able to change God's divinity themselves. For when the knowledge of many humans is united, it begets a power called faith. But I digress. So Garulu was condemned from divinity to depravity, and now has turned to his spite towards the people. Garulu is a powerful relative to other demons, mind you, but with your divinity, I suspect you will be able to defeat him. So how about it? Think you can take down Garulu? There are a lot of demons in Shinjuku, Gyoen, that wish they could live in peace. I'll even sweeten the deal with a reward. Well, would you like to give it a try? The disgraced bird god accepted. Just I'd expect from an upstanding young man like yourself. Then I leave Garulu to you. He should be flying around the 3rd block of Shinjuku right about now. Yeah, I know exactly who it is. What is this quest requirements? 47! Oh, it's actually not that bad. Also, let me see if I can get over to this box up here, which should be at the top of this building. It shouldn't be that difficult. It's just a little bit of parkour over here. Yeah, so little climb spot here. And then a little bit of parkour, and then another box to climb. And then we get the box to shatter. And there's also a statue over there. And we get a luck incense. That's pretty cool, I guess. There's the abscess I need to fight. Am I fully recovered? Not really. But let's go and fight the abscess. I think we should be able to handle this no problem, so let me avoid these enemies. Oh, those monkeys and the starfish guys. Let's see what we're up against. Okay, these are brand new enemies here. So, we got the Efreets and the Floros. All these enemies shouldn't be too bad. I don't believe any of them resist physical, so let me just go for a Hasatobi. There we go. Good crits. And now I will go for a scan. Oh, there's also the horse guy, actually. You look so similar to the Floros, I just skipped over you. There's also the Orobas. I am a little worried, because I don't know what they're resistant or weak to. I'm going to guard with the Anya Kapan, because you're weak to physical. And then I'll go for a Silt of Ruin to lower your accuracy and evasion. And then I'll go for another Hasatobi. And then, last but not least, I will go for a Spyglass to scan probably the Floros. Okay, you are weak to ice, and you do have fire, which does mean the main character can extend the turn by just hitting you real hard. You also are weak to sleep. Better go down. We block. And now you're gathering nearby Makatsui. Lamu did take a lot of damage, but I think I'm fine. I'll go for another Hasatobi for a big damage. And then I will go for probably the Draco Strike. And then you will go for probably maybe a heal. Then Lamu will go for another Silt of Ruin. Because the more accuracy down, the better. Now I'll go for another Hasatobi to extend the turn once again. And then I will probably guard, but what I also need to do is Draco Strike, and then guard with you. And then I could probably guard with you as well, or just go for the Tentara Fu maybe, for a chance to confuse. Okay, we missed it. There's also a block there, so let's see what happens. I can die. Triple weak, that's fine. Marakunda, which is a defense down. Fire Triple Strike. Ooh, a crit. I can die. Ooh. Another Agadine, and there's a block there. We almost died, however, it's not over yet. And then you can go for a golden apple to heal the main character. And then I will bring in one more teammate. And let's see what happens. Another Agadine. Oh. And Marakunda. Okay. I could go for the crit, but I also really want to survive, so I'm gonna pass. And then you can go for probably a full heal. I guess a large HP recovery is fine as well. But also, let me check out what Amagatoki skills I have. Eternal Prayer. Oh, yeah, that works. Maybe I just crit, right? Because Idun can heal me, and I'm not at any risk of dying at the moment unless I miss or anything like that. But I do know that you are weak to the Draco Strike. I can also just go for Severing Bite for big damage. And then you can go for a King of Tails to draw hostility to Dakini instead. Then Idun can go for a Golden Apple to heal everybody. And then you can go for maybe a Fatal Sword. And then you will go for the Ice Draco Strike. So now we got one of them down. And now you can go for a Dynamitro. And then you can go for maybe a Mataruna to lower the enemy's attack. So normal hit, and Agadine. And since you resist both of those elements, you are fine, which is why I gave you the hostility. And now you can go for probably an acrobatic kick, just to do damage. And I don't know what you're weak to, so let me go for the Spyglass. You are also weak to ice, so they're all weak to ice, and they all have fire. Good to know. I probably could have guessed that, but let's go for, another Diametra. And then we'll go for the pass, just so I can loop back around to go for the acrobatic kick. And then go for the Ice Draco Strike on you. And then I can go for probably a Dona Magiki on Idun. So Maragadine, we do block with the Onyo Copan, so it's very much fine. Even if the main character is weak to fire, it really doesn't matter. We'll go for another Acrobat Kick, and then we'll go for the Draco Strike to take down the horse. And then you will go for a Dynamitro on the main character. And then Idun can go for another Golden Apple to refresh our buffs and also increase the attack of everyone else. And then we'll go for one more Acrobat Kick for good damage. And then Draco Strike for another good damage there. And since you can't really attack or anything like that, you will just hit normally, I suppose. And then Idun can go for nothing, actually. Let me change you out then. I'll just bring in Isis because you block fire. Well, not really block, but resist, so doesn't really matter. And you will go for the attack, and then that's it. So we pretty much have this fight in the bag. There's nothing else that we have to worry about. So we can just go for the Draco Strike, and then we win. It was a little bit of a tough fight. Probably should have brought in Belphegor so I could make use of the ice weaknesses. But it's fine, because what matters is that we didn't lose, and we get the Abscess reward, which is Emboldened, Divine Garrison 8, Light Mastery 4, Dark Mastery 4, and Element Mastery 4. I don't know what Emboldened is, but I will definitely check it out, because the waypoint is literally like right next to me, so might as well get over here, right? And since we are level 49, we can now get the Special Fusion Anansi, which has Wisdom Unleashed, What Comes After 4, Bufudine, and Makajomon. We kind of seen this from the fight itself, but you also have access to Fire Block, Life Aid, and Mamadoon. The Fire Block would have been very nice for the previous fights, but it's fine, we don't really need it, and what you require is Dionysus, Thoth, and the Tsuchimagumo. And might as well, because I haven't been using Dionysus in a while, I will just Compendium Fusion and then give you some pretty good skills here. This is basically what I'm giving you: Donum Magasi, Donum Gladi, Great Life Spring, and Mana Spring.
A pleasure.
I'm Ginma Anansi. A pleasure.
Very good.
And a new skill makes its debut. Fire Block nullifies fire, and, well, Seal never hits, so I'll just get rid of Seal, actually. But we now have access to Baihu, Orobas, Nue, Kushinada Hime, and last but not least, Kinki. There's not really any great level 49 fusion here because they're all really expensive, and also they don't have the best innate skills either. So as you can see, the best one is probably Nue here, Hand Your Dealt, which increases the user's critical rate based on the number of weaknesses the user and allies in the active party have. So you also have Draco Strike, which I suppose is fine. So you're also a good teammate. All I really need to do is probably just get a Black Goose and then get the Nue. And yeah, the Orobus is just like a fire guy. He doesn't really have anything insane, just mainly fire, which I do need some more fire on the team. So I'll probably get the Orobus and the Niue off camera. But the new Glory Point miracle skills we got is right here, Embolden. Raises the amount added to the Magatsuhi gauge each turn. This is really good so we can use Magatsuhi skills much more frequently, but let's check out what else we got. We also have Divine Garrison 8, which increases the stock by 3. We don't really need this at the moment, but let's also see what else we got. Element Mastery 4, and also Dark Mastery 4. And I suppose we also get Light Mastery 4 as well. None of these are insane, and that we need them at this moment, but I probably will get the Divine Garrison right here, so, because I'm going to be recruiting some more. Okay, so what I was trying to do was heading south and then go to the right to get some Dormarths over here. But there's just a wall, but that does mean there is also another abscess over there, and some boxes just to the west over here, so I might as well pick those up while I'm here, so it's not a wasted trip just to get over here. So we also get these 3 boxes here, no Mimans around here unfortunately, but we get a somewhat drop, which is half HP and MP recovery, Grimoire, and also a life drain gem. Get in the party, Orberus. I'm just going to give you Black Tricker Strike, Matarakaja, Dekunda, and Frenzied Chomp, which will probably be replaced by something else later down the road.
Let's hope we get along.
Yup. And now we get Heavy Blow, which is a greater effective critical, which is okay, but I feel like Frenzied Chomp with a chance of inflicting status conditions is a little better, so get rid of Heavy Blow. Yeah, it's time to get rid of Belphegor. I haven't been using him in a while, so let me just get the Niue instead, because I feel like this will be much more fun. So here you go. Oxyclaw, Storm Tricker Strike at Beast Eye, giving you Fire Tricker Strike, Toxic Spray, Dawn Gladi, and Poison Adept.
Is this demon?
And with the hand you're dealt, we will actually gain increased crit rate for this guy if we have a lot of weaknesses, so that's pretty cool as well. And you will be getting Mazionga, but since your Draco Strike is better because your strength is higher, I'll be getting rid of Mazionga. I don't need the AoE lightning damage because I already have it on my other allies. Yep, there we go. Succubus and Lamia, we get this guy right here, which I'll just give him whatever, it doesn't really matter.
Is this demon?
I'll inherit better skills later, but I really want you because there's potentially a special fusion involved with this guy, assuming it's the same as before, but not at the current moment. I think what we'll do right now is hunt the Garulu, which we now know is weak to light, so we should bring some light team members, and then go on the hunt. So there it is up there. Do you see me? Yes you do. Okay, let's get ready for this, and there we go. Let's get into combat. So, play your turn, you are level 50, okay. And we will probably set up with a Mahomo, just to do damage there. And then extend the turn to basically give myself probably Inflaming Divinity, so that Idun can now go for the Mahomo. Ooh, we got a miss there, that's unfortunate. But I will probably go for the Toxic Spray to lower defense. Okay, we got the poison and also the defense down. Slumber Vortex. Ooh. Most of us are asleep. But the Madagascar blocks that, so we're actually fine. Oh wait, we're not asleep. Okay, this is fine. That means I can just go for a shower probably. So let me just go for the Amrita shower. I'll probably just use light items actually. So here we go, light gem. And then I'll go for the golden apple so I can raise the accuracy of all allies while also increasing their damage. And since you already got the Toxic Spray off somehow, I will greatly increase the next magic for Tau probably. And then I will go for, what else do I have? Strategize, critical, that's it. Okay, I'll just go for the Mahamona. And your damage is actually very mediocre, so unfortunately I will have to probably adjust the team or something like that, but what do you do? Slumber Vortex again. That's okay, because Madcaster blocks. And you recovered from the poison. So I can also just raise defense here. And then you can go for... I'll just go for 7 Bite. Okay. I'll just go for... Maybe I'll pass here, actually. No, I'll go for the Mahamo. And then the Madgasser can actually go for... probably another Toxic Spray to lower defense. Okay. And then you will change out to probably Yoshitsune, simply because I will then go for the Inflaming Divinity on Yoshitsune. And then I'll go for Mazandine, which I weak to, but that is fine because I really don't care. Slumber Vortex now puts us to sleep, but yeah, we'll just pass. And then you can go for a Darametra to heal. I can also just go for another Golden Apple so that I can heal. Amrita Soda. And then Yoshitsune can go for nothing, actually. Dark Sword, that's fine. And then you're now getting nearby Makotsui. So what I can do here is go for a Furai EX. Almighty damage to one foe. Oh, 1,701. And then I will go for a Hasotobi for big critical damage. We will pass my turn because I'm asleep, so I'll just go for a damage to heal here. And then I will extend your defense down with a Toxic Spray here. We get a miss there, but then I'll go for a Hasotobi. And then I will guard with the main character. Let's see what happens. Good guard, because that means your Makatsuhi thing was cancelled, and it didn't even matter because we got an evasion there anyways. Let's go for Hasotobi again. And then we will go for an attack here with the Severing Bite. No crit, but it doesn't matter because we are on the track to just kill you outright this turn. So I will go for a Polite for even more damage, and then I will go for the Hasotobi once more, and then we win. And we get the Garulu Essence and a Lavish Demon Box. So what the Essence gives is Slumber Vortex, a chance to inflict sleep and mirage on all foes, very good. Mazendine, which has a heavy force attack to all foes, also very incredible. Dark Sword, chance to seal. Yabusame Shot, weak physical attack to all foes, but ignores resistances, pierces, and always lands crits. This is just a better version of Acrobat Kick against all foes, but it's a hefty cost of MP of 50. There's also Zambran, which is a severe force attack to one foe. Amazing essence. So let's turn in the quest to the Senri, and well, were you able to fight the Garulu? And you reported that you defeated the Garulu. Oh, you managed to defeat him, and so quickly too. My, I truly can't see Garulu anywhere. It must be as you say, well done. Please accept this reward. And we get ourselves a couple of sutras, and by couple I mean one, and now we're level 50. Great. And I will increase my luck to 50. Ooh, Bloody Glee, that would be good. Increases critical rate, sure. Dark Sword. To be honest, I didn't think you'd be actually able to defeat him. Though that does make me think I heard a rumor about a forbidden Nahobino who recently appeared. That'd be me. Long ago, all gods were Nahobino, but once the creator took away their knowledge, they became demons. But you're that new Nahobino, aren't you? No, you don't have to answer. But I'll just tell you this. Earlier, we talked about how God's divinity can change through knowledge, yes? Then it would follow that Nahobino should be able to become whatever kind of god he wants to be, regardless of his original divinity. What matters now is the present, and then eventually the future. Well then, good luck. Good luck to you too. And I believe we've gone on for quite a long time here, so I think that this will be the end of this episode. We've gotten a few side quests done, a few abscesses, and there's also a me-man over there, I think, so let me just get that as well while we're ending it here. And I believe next episode we should probably have some business way back in Tokyo as well, because there's a whole quest there that I've completely neglected, so might as well do that. And then also get ourselves level 50 fusions as well. And all ruined like this, but still stand strong. Human building technology very amazing. You agree? Yeah? And at that, I will see you next time. Bye-bye. See ya.